Hi, hello guys. Welcome to my summer TBR. Since we are in summer, I'm a little bit late. Yes, I know. Anyway, so for my summer TBR, I want to start off with the first book that has not come out yet. It comes out in July, but I will be picking it up as soon as it comes out because I need to. And that is Heartstopper Volume 6. And it's the last volume. And I'm so sad because I love it. I love Nick and Charlie. I love their relationship. And I love how it talks about eating disorders, anxiety, and all those things. And it's great and getting help. So I love it and I will be purchasing it right away. But now we're going to continue to the books that I already own and are in my TBR, but will be in my summer TBR. First, we have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I've been wanting to read this book for like forever, and this feels like a very summer, maybe even autumnal fall book. I guess you can call it. So it's a book about four sisters and their lives together and apart and how they intertwine. And I just love it. So it says, life and love are very precious when both are in full bloom. I'm so excited to read it because I know it's going to be just amazing. So this is our first book. I've been wanting to read it for years and I never actually do. So this is going to be the year that we actually read it. I hope so. Second book that we have on our list is another classic, but I think that's my last classic on the list, and it is Emma by Jane Austen. I'm trying to slowly read her whole catalog. I've read Mansfield Park, Pride and Prejudice, and Persuasion. So I'm missing 4 of her books. Oh, or Northanger Abbey. So I'm missing 3 of her books. So Emma, Sense and Sensibility. Wait, no. What? I've read Pride and Prejudice, Northanger Abbey, and Persuasion. I think those are the 3 that I've read. I'm missing Emma, Mansfield Park, Sense and Sensibility, and Lady Susan, I think it's called. So those are the ones that I'm missing. So I want to read Emma. I don't even remember what it's about, but some people say this is one of her best books. I don't agree. I think it's Pride and Prejudice. Well, I haven't read this one, but I do have a whole Pride and Prejudice shelf. You can see Mr. Darcy and everything. That's my favorite book. But honestly, if I enjoy Emma even more, isn't that great? I just need an Emma shelf. So we're gonna read Emma. We're not reading this version, but because this is my Swiss German version, but we will be reading this book. Next we have, it's like not exactly like summery in like the romancy way, but we have The Sunken City, which I am so excited to read. It has to do with like pirates, like mermaids, and like all of these things, like this like magical underwater world that I'm like, yeah, sign me up. I do have the whole series. My boyfriend bought it for me. I saw it on TikTok and it just sounded like so amazing. And I think right now is like the perfect time to read it. Like, look at that. Look at that flying ship. Or like floating. Like, is that above the water or is that like underwater? I'm not sure, but I'm excited to read it. Then we have the iconic Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. Honestly, I don't know what it's about, other than the fact that everybody and their mother loves this book, and it's a summer book staple for everyone. So I needed to make it a summer book staple for me. So we have this one, which I am excited to read. And then this one I'm like very excited for. It is called The Compound by Aisling Raw. And they say it's Lord of the Flies meets Love Island, and I'm currently watching Love Island. I love Love Island. So what better time to read it than like during Love Island season? Am I right? Or am I right? So I guess they're competing, but like it's weird-ish is going on. I don't know, but I'm excited because I love Love Island. And I'm excited for today's episode. I'm gonna go watch it later. I'm all caught up. I love it. It's so good. Casa Amor, insane. Yeah, so I'm excited to read it. Then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I do want to read all of her books, but also like all of her books are getting adapted. Like I think this series is getting adapted, and the Chestnut Springs, which is the Flawless one, is getting adopted. Adapted, not adopted. This is the Rose Hill series. So I just want to read all of them. I think he's like a famous like billionaire. He finds out he has a 12-year-old daughter and he's like, whoa. And then he has to figure out life. So we'll see. Then we have, I'm so excited. I finally bought the whole series because all of the covers that they have are really ugly. So this is not like the cutest cover, but it's one of the cuter ones because they only have like cute covers for the first book in the series, and then maybe the second, and the rest are just fugly. And that is Anne of Avonlea. So this is the second book in Anne of Green Gables, and I love, love, love Anne of Green Gables. Like I said, you see, like this one's not bad, but I have like cuter editions like down there. Like they're so much cuter. Like they just don't make them the same for like the rest of the series. And it's kind of sad, but I know the first one is popular and not everybody continues the series. I was going to be one of those people that didn't continue the series, but I've heard so many people talk good about it that I was just like, it's time to pick it up. So I am going to read it. So the first book, I guess I'll tell you what that one's about, not of Avonlea. It's about this girl. She gets adopted. They thought they were adopting a boy. They take her home, like the not Marilla, what's his name? Matthew? Is it Matthew? And Marilla? I'm not sure now. They take her home and she's like, no, send her back. We wanted a boy to help with the field work. And then Matthew was like, yeah, I can't do that. So they keep her and she has a temper. She hates that she has orange hair, but she's also just loves life. Like she has the brightest and best outlook on life. I wish I had that outlook on life and I don't have that. And I didn't struggle like she did. So it's insane. But we do have Anne of Avonlea. Then we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Very exciting. I did watch season 1 of Off Campus. That's why I bought the book because I want to see the difference. I know that some people that read the book didn't love the show, but a lot of people that watched the show and went into the book said the book wasn't good. Also, it's an older book, so it's gonna have those references and it's gonna be different, and like some things were okay back then that are not okay now and stuff. So it's gonna be different, but I am excited to get into like my first like hockey romance. Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about Garrett and Hannah in a different way that wasn't the show, because the show so focused on Allie and Dean a lot and a lot of other people. So I'm excited for their story. Then we have Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I think this is about a girl that she needs to write a book. No, she needs to write a screenplay about the city, about New York, but she just doesn't know what to do. She ends up staying in this apartment. She runs into like a bachelor. They already knew each other, and then they try to like fake date and go around the city together to help her write her screenplay and to help him with, I guess, his like persona, like public persona. So I'm excited. It is a shorter book. This would be my first Alex Astor book. I do want to read Light Lark and all of those, but I just haven't got into them, I guess. But I am excited to read it and see how it goes, how it happens, what happens. But like I said, I am excited. And we have Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. This is like the 5th book in... Is it the 5th book? I don't think so, because they're not interconnected, but they all look like the same. I picked up this book because I thought it was going to be like a fun read after I read Our Golden Summer. I read Our Golden Summer and that was a 5-star read for me. And then I read the other ones after One Golden Summer and they were 3-star reads, and Meet Me at the Lake was a 2-star read. That was not her best book. But now I'm like kind of scared because I've heard a lot of people saying it's not good. It's not One Golden Summer good. And I'm like, Queen, use that same formula. So I think they're like childhood friends. They stop talking after like a while and then they get like back together. And they end up having a crush, falling in love, going on this trip, or I don't know. But I'm excited to read it because I am still hoping it gives me at least a similar feeling to One Golden Summer. That book was iconic. Like every year after, or every summer after, the book is called the show is called Every Year After. I gave it 3 stars. I didn't care for his story. I preferred Charlie's story. And then Meet Me at the Lake, 2 stars. And This Summer Will Be Different was a 3.5. Maybe 4. I don't know. But One Golden Summer was iconic. I'm hoping that this one's at least a 4-star read, just because I need that, I need that. And we have Summer Romance by Abigail Monaghan. I forgot exactly what it was about. So I guess it says her mom died, her husband left her. I'm not sure. She meets a guy after her divorce. She's a single mom, and I guess they end up falling for each other. I'm excited to read it. I heard that Annabelle Monaghan, I don't know why I said Abigail. Annabelle Monaghan has a lot of like good books that people really enjoy. So I'm excited to read it, and I knew that this one had a lot of praise. So I think it would be like a fun book to read in the summer, and it's also called Summer Romance. So come on. When else are you gonna read it? Okay, so then we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. So this book is a little bit more like, how can I say this? Not exactly like summery, but I guess beachy. Even though there has been no beach going on, at least not what I've read. I'm like 40% of the way through the book, and there's been no beach. Where's beach? But this girl, her dad passed away. She finds out he had a second family. Her life is turned upside down. She has to turn in a book, but she doesn't believe in love anymore and romance now that she found that out. So she runs into like not a nemesis, but I guess she liked him in college. They had like a weird thing, and now she doesn't really like him. He's also there trying to write a book. They end up being neighbors, and they help each other write the book that the other one writes. So like she writes romances, so he's gonna try to write a romance, and he writes literary fiction, so she's gonna try to write a literary fiction. And that's where we're at. They're taking each other on adventures to like investigate what to write for the books. And yeah, so far I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. I know people like are like, oh my god, for Emily Henry books, and this one so far it's not giving me that feeling. Maybe it's just this book, or maybe it's just her for me, but I don't know. And then the last book that we have is the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, which is the 5th book in the Dream Harbor series. So this one, she owns a flower shop, but they say that anybody that goes in there gets bad luck. I guess maybe relationships fail or something. I'm not 100% sure. So then this guy just moved into the small town. He's adjusting to it. He walks into the flower store, and the rest is history. So then it says, the greatest love is the one you never expected to find. So yeah, I'm excited to read these books. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them because it's quite a bit of books, but I am excited to get into them. And I think one of the ones that I'm going to be reading soon will be The Compound, just because I feel like it's so nice to be watching Love Island and then experiencing that. But yeah, we're going to see how that goes. Like I said, I am very excited to read all of these books, but I haven't been in the best reading mood. So our goal is to get into that reading mood, into that headspace, and just, do it. Like Nike, just do it. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!